We were wrong at the very foundation. Astronomy is built on predictability. An object moving away from the sun cools, its activity fades. But three-eyed Atlas is a living negation of this principle. Instead of giving us final answers as it approaches, it unleashes an avalanche of new paradoxes. Today's data is not another puzzle piece. It is a hammer shattering the mosaic of our old theories. An object that should have dimmed is, on the contrary, flaring up with a green glow, lacking the chemical right to do so. And its tail stubbornly points toward the sun, as if mocking the laws of celestial mechanics. We are entering a phase where each new fact does not bring us closer to a solution, but pushes us further away. Welcome to the anomaly zone. New images from Gemini North introduce a fundamental dissonance. Atlas, which has been moving away from the sun for 2 months now, displays an intensifying green glow. This is absurd from an energy balance perspective. The green color in comets is always a signature of carbon, specifically diatomic carbon molecules, C2, excited by solar ultraviolet radiation. Less sunlight means weaker glow, but Atlas defies this. The thermal lag hypothesis. This is not an observation error, but a consequence of a complex internal structure. Imagine that Atlas's nucleus is not a sphere, but a layered pie with a refractory crust. The monstrous heat of perihelion, closest approach to the sun, did not vaporize it instantly. It triggered a slow heat wave that is only now reaching the deep carbon-rich layers. It's like a stone heated in a fire. Taken out, it continues to radiate heat from within for a long time. Atlas is not receiving new energy. It is spending old energy stored 2 months prior. This explains the untimely activity, but not the main mystery. The main mystery is that, according to all previous data, Atlas should have no carbon at all. Detailed spectral analyses from the University of Hawaii and the MDM Observatory previously showed a shocking result. Atlas is one of the most carbon-depleted comet-like objects in observation history. This is like finding a burning candle without a wick. The answer may lie in titanic timescales. Billions of years of solitary drift in the interstellar medium is not oblivion. It is continuous bombardment by cosmic rays, particles accelerated to near light speeds by supernova explosions. These are not rays, but ultra-powerful microscopic projectiles. They penetrate the object's outer layers to a depth of 15 to 20 meters, carrying monstrous energy. This energy doesn't just heat, it performs cosmic alchemy, breaking molecular bonds and creating new alien chemical compounds. Laboratory experiments confirm, over hundreds of millions of years, cosmic rays can completely destroy or transform volatile carbon compounds like CO in a thin surface layer into something else, invisible to our spectrographs. Thus, Atlas approached the sun wearing a spacesuit of processed, depleted material. The heat of perihelion burned away this ancient spacesuit, exposing the pristine, cosmic ray untouched matter from the depths of the core, matter with normal, solar system carbon content. We are not seeing new activity, we are seeing primordial activity, billions of years old. But the boldest challenge to established science is not the color, but the geometry. Atlas has been exhibiting an anti-tail for months, a structure pointing toward the sun. For a classical comet, this is a short-lived optical illusion caused by the projection of a dust disk. But Atlas's anti-tail is stable and precise as an arrow. The conservative explanation is cracking at the seams. And here enters a radical yet elegant swarm hypothesis. What if Atlas is not a monolith? What if it is a central body surrounded by a cloud of smaller fragments that broke off before or during perihelion? The mechanics are simple but devastating to the old picture. 1. The main nucleus, active, has jets. These jets act as micro-engines, creating non-gravitational acceleration that gently pushes the nucleus away from the Sun. 2. The swarm fragments, passive, have no jets of their own. They are acted upon only by the Sun's gravity, which, conversely, attracts them. The difference in accelerations is negligible, but over weeks and months it accumulates into a colossal divergence. Calculations show if the fragments separated in late October, then by early December they should have lagged behind the nucleus by about 60,000 kilometers toward the Sun. This is precisely the shift Hubble recorded. A mathematical prediction found visual confirmation. If the hypothesis is correct, it resolves Atlas's most agonizing paradox, the paradox of mass and brightness. Our estimates of the nucleus size, 1 to 2 kilometers, cannot explain its phenomenal brightness and scale of degassing. It's like trying to explain the light of a spotlight with just a flashlight bulb. But imagine a swarm, thousands or even millions of fragments, from dust grains to boulders. Their combined surface area can exceed the area of a single monolithic nucleus by orders of magnitude. This is a giant, loose sponge saturated with ice. When heated, this sponge releases colossal volumes of gas, creating the observed super-bright coma and tails. We mistakenly attributed the activity of a single body to the dispersed activity of an entire cloud. Atlas is not anomalously active for its size. It is exactly as a complex, fragmented object should be. The conclusion is dramatic. Three-eyed Atlas forces us to make a conceptual leap. We are moving away from the one strange rock model to the miniature micro-planetary system model, a central body with a debris disk and dynamics governed by gravity, jet forces, and radiation pressure. The green color is not an anomaly, but a signal of the exposure of deep, ancient layers protected from cosmic radiation. The anti-tail is not an optical illusion, but a direct indication of the object's complex, multi-component structure. Together, they paint a portrait not of just an interstellar comet, but of a relic artifact that has survived stages of formation, cosmic irradiation, partial destruction, and now dramatic transformation within our system. This is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a new level of questions. We no longer ask, what is this? We ask, how is this system structured? How is it evolving? And what does this tell us about the building blocks of other planetary systems? Atlas turned out not to be an answer, but a door. And that door has just opened a little wider. If you made it to the end, share your version in the comments. What do you think lies behind these paradoxes? Leave a like if you believe such anomalies are the engine of science. Subscribe so you don't miss the moment when the next piece of this puzzle falls into place. And remember, sometimes the most important discoveries begin not with eureka, but with a quiet, puzzled, wait, that's not how it should be.